Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. We are off here to a 1 vs 1 on Holotny Fermo. We shall be watching Stoffa here fighting for the Soviet Union, comrades. Rolling out under the guise of the 24th Rifle Corps, going out here against Obscura of Germany, of the Reich. Fighting here for the 7th Panzer Division. Points are rapidly being secured by Stoffa. Conscripts on the way, noting he's immediately gone for the Guards Rifle Combined Arms Doctrine. We have taken it. Offering hit the Dirt Guardsmen, Conscript Assault Packages, the Howitzer and the Strafing Run, with Obscura having access to elite troops, spearhead and mechanized assault. So a bit more of an armoured formation right there. Otherwise the choices for Stoffa were at that stage. Otherwise, advanced warfare, obviously, but also Soviet shock army. All three of them, in fact, offering submachine guns for his conscripts. But back here to Stoffa, 3 conscripts on the way, points are being secured for the glory of the Rodina and Comrade Stalin. Laying down barbed wire here to deny cover to the Soviet opponent in the center here by Obscura's Pioniere. Ooh, hiccups. But lovely. In fact, noting here a dual pioneer start from Obscura. Bit delayed infantry and an MD following on the other hand, being able to grab more territory right away, in this case rushing in to sort of secure the central victory point and wire it down. Die Stahlgetracht. We're seeing here a lot more conscripts on the 4th squad on the way. 2 squads here working together, quite an assembly. Yes, comrades, we shall overwhelm them with sheer force of will and will bullets. There we go, and that's definitely going to catch Obscura here a bit off guard if he's not careful. Then again, working like that, I mean, can render you a bit vulnerable to say something like a schweres MG-42. And right here, of course, that's going to be what's happening. Ooh, turning into, ooh, shit. And there you go, Boris went down, the rest leg it rather rapidly. Meanwhile, continuing getting the Pioneers. Another Pioneer squad could take rush in, assist, while the other Pioneers take up position here inside the old hut. Pioneers rushing it, it would seem. But 4 conscripts squads, so, whoops, far for Stoffa. Pioneers moving into flank, conscripts moving up there, and there we go, Molotovs, Pioneers. Oh, nice trick there. Note what he did, he actually locked it in front of the door. That is a little trick you can do. Thing is though, it only works if you know your opponent's is paying attention, because it's rather working on the assumption that he'll try to bail if he sees a grenade or a Molotov on the way, and then you drop it on the door, increasing maximum damage there to everybody trying to, you know, get out the door, and then they're like, oh shit, he actually locked it at the door. So it can be a bit tricky. That conscript immediately coming out of 5.2. Vasily went down. 2 MD4s here, by the way, for Obscura. Pioneers rapidly advancing, securing point whole northern part of the map secured. Taking up position in the house, although he could come under fire there. MD42's aiming up. Getting out the front door. Still not a lot of infantry so far for Obscura. Quick mortar down the MD42 and the wooden cart. They're taking up position there. Grenadiers burning up, not having a fun day. And there you go, the north part of the map is now Deutschland.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
More troops pushing in. Pioneers here about to run into one hell of a welcome committee and forced off the field there. And we're noting here, still not getting an awful lot of infantry. Instead we're seeing a sniper, a Scharfschütze, out for Obscura. And a 5th conscript squad out here for Stoffa. Stoffa going really heavy on the infantry, a bit rarer in some parts, but again, I mean, it can be very effective if you know how to handle that many conscripts. Then it can be very powerful, in particular if, say, you add in some submachine guns on top of it. So Stoffa going for a bit of a platoon build here, going for a lot of conscripts, and then I'm going to add in a bunch of submachine guns. That way, try to overwhelm his opponent through sheer volume. Right there, one conscript spot. Of course, he now knows where the MD42's position. He knows the blind spot, and he's going to move in with another conscript to flank. And there we go, 3rd squad moving in as well. We are seeing another MD4 sitting up. Perhaps the Obscura already sort of senses his Wehrmacht sense tingling and setting up an MD42 to cover. But there's a nice blind spot there still. Needs to turn the MG42. One squad there stopped. Sniper moving up. Sharpshooter. Fire frei, Heinrich. And there we go. But the other squad advances. There we go. I mean, simply so many conscripts. The MG42 is getting overwhelmed. Grenadiers moving in, but they've got a fourth squad moving in with a fifth one on the way. MG42 is falling back here. The MG42 here a bit on its own. And there we go. Molotovs are they. Incendiary frangible bombs. The Soviets actually didn't call them Molotovs, of course, you know, that'll be making fun of Soviet leaders. I think they call them just, you know, fire bombs or something like that. Oh, Scheiße! Scheiße! MG42 lost. Grenadier squad lost. That means he's got no bleeding infantry left. He's down to an MG42, a sniper, and 2 pioneers. Bad news here for the 7th Panzer Division, and going to get much worse once that MG42 falls into the hands of the Soviet peoples. And that was a veteran to one MG42, which could have been using incendiary armor piercing rounds. So there we go. I mean, really nice aggressive play there. And Obscura obviously a bit upset about that. This is not cricket. Except I'm not British, so I don't care about cricket. Anyways, verboten.
Now the enemy sector has been cut off.
But really, again, taking some advantage of that. I mean, it's rather relies on a nice shot. Oh! Blimey, I think he lost his sniper too to something. Not sure what. Either way, that sniper is dead. Ow. Probably a lucky shot. I mean, the sniper, you have to be careful with him since he can actually rather quickly go down. Very quickly. In one case, I lost him to a combat engineer squad getting off a lucky volley. That hurt. But of course, now forced to get replacement infantry, but really bad start here for Obscura. Bad start, but again, you're also partner again. I mean, the part of the really going heavy on conscripts is also partly to surprise your opponent and quickly overwhelm him through sheer numbers. Of course, at the same time, I mean, that does mean you have a lot more infantry and can, of course, rather quickly bleed out if you're not careful. But so far, I mean, Stoffa is holding out quite well. And, of course, who knows, perhaps, you know, more conscript-heavy starts will begin sort of making more return. But, you know, I mean, they can work. And certainly, a reason, for example, why some units like, say, the T-3045s were actually moved back a bit was, in fact, to sort of counter them being so effective, because it was actually semi-reasonable in a good player's hands, sort of, you know, just go heavy on conscripts and then call in some armor. Alright, here we're seeing 5 conscript squads. He does, by the way, now have access to hit the dirt, which, of course, allows him to pretty much hit light cover wherever he is. And, for example, in the case where there's little to light cover as your opponent, of course, that can mean you get the advantage. Flammpanzerwagen up. Flammpanzerwagen.
Engineers have secured the sector.
Verbrennen Sie, die Teufel. And there we go, moving up there with 2 flame projectors. And of course, to a certain extent, that can be the sort of build that a conscript will start. But again, he's got anti-tank grenades. In fact, he's got pretty much everything up for them. And generally, of course, I mean, if you go for 5 conscripts, you want every bleeding upgrade. And now we're seeing the guards riflemen being added here. Heavy infantry with anti-tank rifles. DPs also available. DPs for everyone, except the conscripts. They don't deserve it, bastards. And there we go. Conscripts quickly rushed away. The MG42 once more proving valuable. But of course now, Stoffa's got one here covering the munitions. And overall, I mean, we are seeing that Obscura is a bit on the back foot. And now PPH-41's on the way. Grenadiers here out of a bad spot, and there we go, Molotov, but Flammpanzerwagen arrives on the scene. Conscripts running straight in front of it. They do get off an anti-tank grenade, but a bunch of them also get turned into barbecue crisps. And there we go, Comets moving in, getting into a building right in front of a flamethrower, you know. Tip to surviving flamethrower attacks is not getting into a building made out of wood. Oh, bad move right there, but it's Stoffa. I mean, I can in a certain sense see the logic, but at the same time, you know, getting into a building made of wood to avoid a flamethrower generally is not the wise idea. Flammpanzer, though, very close, going down. Very close, very close. Guards riflemen moving up. They have been equipped with DPs. Wonderful, wonderful. MG42 getting burned. Pioneers moving in. Half track, almost down, almost down. What should he do? And he pops smoke. Nebel, a cloud of smoke envelops the Flammpanzerwagen, allowing it to escape. Grenadiers equipped with a flamethrower, them picked up from the burned hands of engineer, not wondering if the same fate might befall on them, moving in to burn up the Russians.
We are bleeding, comrade.
And there we go, forcing them away, doing quite a bit of damage there. Counter Swap managing to cover a bit up, but only a bit. And Flampan's been receiving very rapid repairs. All of the pioneers that Obscura has is already put to work here with a Panzer cannon out, worrying about it already here. Stoffa might throw some armor at him. In fact, it's time to look at Obscura, who's now actually replacing some of the infantry and also getting a Panzer Grenadier squad out. The Panzer Grenadier, formerly known as the Schützen before the great name change in 1942-43, after the losses at Stalingrad and other battles. And Tunisia. Tunisia was also a rather big factor. Conscripts there getting absolutely murdered. 15 kills already here, no go, just Conscripts moving in. A large force looks like he's going to hunt down that Flampanzerwagen and get it by the looks of it. But the Grenadiers actually managed to sort of stall them. He could try and get off a stun grenade, but looks like he's opting not to do it. Instead running through, and of course knowing he's gone for Elite Truppen. It's the 7th Panzer Division, the Ghost Division. Rommels, boys, before he's put off to other missions and jobs. And then going for chop, he could pop some incendiary armor ground, sort of try to draw all of these into it, which could prove lethal. There we go, Panzers arriving, Sturmgewehrs moving in, Conscripts there getting murdered out in the open. And right here we see that Stoffa decides to pull out, veteran 2 for him. Wait, why are you running back? That was a bit odd. Lots of forces there in need of reinforcement. Stoffa though still holding most of the map, no sign of taking up so far. Guards infantry being hunted down. MB42 continuing to provide covering fire. There we go, a few shots, some failing to hit though. Panzer Grenadiers not having too much fun. Some time before any arm being launched. There we go, one hell of a grenade, wiping out more than half the MG crew. Troops reinforcing, and we're seeing taking up here the 2nd tier arriving. And here Stoffa barely holds out against the fascist onslaught.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Troops saying about, and again, I mean, we are seeing now slight problems here again, we're having to sort of constantly reinforce if wants to also take up. And there goes Special Rifle Command. And a hiccup.
Capability has been increased.
Conscripts holding up as a Grenadier force advances. No upgrade so far for the Grenadiers, just stolen Russian weapons. And there you go, the barbed wire ensuring that the Russian reserve forces stay out negative cover, overall giving the advantages to the Grenadiers. Good foresight there. MD42 also having fallen back alongside the Guards infantry, and looks like he might already build another building, or at least intend to do so.
Yeah.
And support armor company finished here for Mr. Obscura.
Territory secured.
Conscripts moving in.
We have liberated this.
Lots of conscripts moving in. Nugget, in fact, with all the munitions, of course, he actually spent on Molotovs and anti-tank grenades. He's a bit short on munitions for submachine guns.
We are losing a sector.
Needs to be careful, there needs to be careful. There we go. Lots of flamethrowers.
Grenadiers ready.
Vielen Flammenwerfer. Veteran 2 there, giving a bit more experience to the Flampanzerwagen. Can he get off the anti-tank grenade? And there we go. Nice hit there, engine hit. Pioneers, oh, running to problem with the MD42. Looks like he might try to actually flank using the MD42. A bold measure, and just a massive infantry assault here. Looks like Stoffa is really intent on getting it, but there we go. Grenadiers holding up, but ultimately forced away. Molotov going off, Pioneers running through the flames, and Grenadiers, Guardsmen running through the flames, and several of them not making it. Apparently having large cloaks on you turns out to be a bad idea when you want to run through fire. Fun fact.
The sector has been cut off.
Pack just all the way back here so far, having seen no action. MD48 could try and pop it in the arm piston rounds, but no, Conscript fall back, gets killed by a pack shot, then anti-tank round, ending his life in a rather painful and embarrassing manner. Conscript holding out the Guardsman, oh, dropping the anti-tank rifle, and doubling back, losing another man in the process.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
There we go, Panzerkampfwagen 4 at the same time, mechanized armor company is going up. MG42 applying support. Incendiary arming rounds could be used last versus the Flammenpanzer Wagner. There we go, in fact, going up there. Grenadiers getting shredded. Good use of incendiary arming rounds. It does mean to do more damage, of course. If just Russian play versus Germans, it basically means you can ignore the infantry arm of the Grenadiers. And now, of course, the Panzer IVs arrive to ruin everything. And there we go, another anti-tank grenade on the Flammenpanzer Wagen. Once more, the engine is damaged. Another hit there, but the country are in a bit of trouble. Panzer IV moving in as well. Might want to jump over that wall and get the devil out of there. Instead he takes that path. He's a bit surrounded here. He needs to get out of there rather quickly before it's too late. So far, only Panzer Tactician has been utilized here by Obscura in terms of using the elite troopman. I mean, he could use the stun grenades, they can be quite effective. Even a bit of troop training could be a nice idea. On the Panzer IV, the pack, or some of his infantry, or the Pioneers to help them repair faster, for example. I mean, there are numerous options for Mr. Obscura. Numerous options. And there you go, bunker up, medic bunker on the way. Northern Pikes falling to Stoffa's advances. Bit of reconnaissance being done by the combat engineers and encountering the Panzer going to out in the open by the church fences. But the Panzer IV looks like it's moving up, and oh dear, Heinrich went down. It looks like they're placing the ones inside, or nope, upgraded with a flamethrower, popped out, then popped back in. Now lighting the fence by the church on the fire. Nice maneuver up here. The flame assault group moving in with the flamethrower and the Flammenpanzer Wagen, gaining veterancy too in the process. There we go, H-35 tank destroyer arriving for Stoffa. Soviet doctrine generally saying that tank destroyers should be the ones dealing with tanks. Their tanks were not really made for that sort of overall. Of course, it would still be nice if they could. Sort of little fun fact there. Of course, the Su-35 was sort of slowly phased out as the T-34-85 arrived, and they sort of worked on the Su-100 to a certain extent. Though that rather came late in the war. And there we go, Panther Faust and anti-tank grenade going off on the respective there. Oh yeah, Panther IV might be in trouble. Su-35 still rolling ahead. Pack 40 though is moving in. Panther IV there coming under fire. Can they get either? And there we go, it's Pack 40 firing into the side of the Su-35. Stoffa has not covered the flank. He's not going in after the Pack 40. He's not going in after it. Troops having hit the dirt, by the way, desperately holding on. Trying to get away there. Can he? Can he? MG Cruz, went down, losing the veterans on it. Flammenpanzer Mini continuing as well. No sense then, the Pack 40 is falling back. Stoffa reacting perhaps finally to his presence. Flammenpanzer Wagen. Oh, chaos, chaos, chaos. MG42 holding the southern points, more particularly holding the southern veteran points. There we go. Lots of anti-tank grenades. Flammenpanzer Wagen though continues to rake in the kills. Panzer IV clouds going down. Scheiße! And there we go, the Panzer IV goes out, crashing through the timber and blowing up. Su-35 needs to be pulled back for repairs, and there we go, a combat loss, but another Panzer IV is quick to replace the ones lost. But can Stoffa, on the other hand, escape with the Su-35? If you can, that's going to be an overall victory. If not, you know, that's going to be a loss, I think, since he also lost a lot of other troops as well in the process. But we do see here that Obscura has lost a Panzer Grenadier squad in the fighting. Trying to pull up here behind the house, get some blocking. Pack 40 pursues.
Pack crew is ready.
Infantry is moving in to provide assistance. MG42 slow creeps up, and there we go. Pack 40 got the tank destroyer. And there we go, forced retreat. Rather unfortunate there for Stoffa. Rather than fortunate. Troops are reinforcing.
Panzer IV. Sector is ours. Our opponents are seizing the sector. Black bastards are attacking!
Minesweep is up. Obscura by now taking no chances, though there's been no minesweep laid down during this match. Actually, a bit unfortunate. Grenadiers moving up. And there we go, combined heavy fire versus the conscripts. Lights one on fire, in fact, forcing the rest out of there.
Awaiting orders!
And a second S-35 moving up there, and we're seeing tank destroyer mines going down the Teleminen. But rapidly coming under fire there from the S-35. Guardsmen depleted, moving ahead. He didn't even merge some conscripts with them, which could have been one way of actually doing it. Perhaps there's a slight sense of dispersion counting going on here, but no, there's still a bit of time for the mid-game analysis. Still a bit of time. Conscripting it, but there we go. Gunnies with that machine gun doing the deeds. No attempt so far. Jaeger infantry, a bit unfortunate. Southern point being secured there by some Pioniere with minesweepers. Panzer IV roaming the north, another infantry squad on the way there for Obscura. And MD-42 tank up position, and they're going to tank drives opening up on the Panzer IV. S-35 fires but misses by quite the margin. Misses again. Meanwhile, conscripts down south push away the pioneers and might try to get them, but no, quite successfully there. Mines going up in response here. Rifle grenade though does a bit of damage. He might want to ensure that the church isn't packed with the congregation of believers of the socialism. Tigris is available, but he's a bit lacking in manpower at the moment.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Points there being secured. There as well. More mines up. Stoffa taking good advantage of this. Sort of going to lay down mines and fortify the centre. Make it harder for Obscura to move through. Good, good. Bunking up north to cover the victory point there. Also well played.
They're taking fire from Red Army unit.
And Flampanzerwagen swiftly advancing, pouring fire into the building. The Germans using a mixture of oil and tar, they called Flammöl. Tar was added to sort of give extra range to the flamethrower weapons. As you're moving in, could this be the end of the Flampanzerwagen? Has time run out for a noble Flampanzerwagen crew? Shall they no longer burn Russians alive? Find out in a few seconds. And there we go. Looks like it's popping smoke and sending in a Panzer IV. Saves the day. S-35 forced to fall back. No, interesting enough, he did not move in from there to sort of get it from behind. That's a bit of an odd decision there by Obscura. Minesweepers revealing all of the mines. Panzer IV there. Oh, really personal. That doesn't really matter. It's in front of an S-35 which can penetrate no matter what. Panzer IV needs to get out of there. Smoke, smoke, Nebel, Nebel. Ah, bad move there. Rather unfortunate, and is burning out the MD crew. Second SU-85 arriving there. Second SU-85.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Then he's bringing for a Panzer Faust, succeeding this time around to penetrate the frontal armor, but they need to get out of there. They need to get out of there. Rückzug, Rückzug. What are you thinking? Obscura, by the way, just time to pop back to Stoffa. My apologies there. Pack 40 moving up. Get those grenadiers out of there, Obscura. Get them back. Pack 40 opening up veteran G2. And there you go. Target weak point. Panzer Faust on the other one. SU-5 needs to fall back. There we go. Ship running cover. Pack 40 misses. In the meanwhile, desperate fighting going over between Panzers and conscripts. The conscripts, though, looking rather close, and there you go, the Panthers end up being the ones forced to retreat. Both SU-5s, by the way, surviving. The team might be forced to vacate the centre. Definitely quite a bit of damage inflicted, engineers having to be replaced.
Rifleman ready.
Now, on the other hand, it's a good time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is we've rather seen that Stoffa still retains most of the map. He's definitely got that in the bag. He's also got most of the victory points. He's also got a slight advantage and a slight lead there in terms of victory points. He's also overall got the larger force. I would argue he's definitely got a lot more infantry, and he's also got several tank destroyers for his opponent in return. He's got one pack and one Flampanzerwagen. Of course, the Pack 40 works nicely against the HQ-5s, but that's about it, really. The rest of it's going to be rather vulnerable. Although, of course, at this stage, then might be an idea for Stoffa to then work his way towards something else, something to deal with the pack. Either a Katyusha or a pair of SU-76s that way lay down a devastating artillery barrage in the hopes of catching some Fritzes and fascists out in the open and blast them to bits. Of course, we also hear that thanks to instruction, he's also got a Sturmwing attack available, and that could certainly be used to sort of cause a bit of havoc as well, doing either defense or an attack. And hopefully cause Obscura to perhaps make a few mistakes or make an opening somewhere in his ranks. But currently, again, Pack 40 is a bit of the priority target, and again, either SU-76s or a Katyusha could be an idea. Otherwise, I suppose he could try and take for some tanks, and that way sort of try to outflank it. I mean, there are a few options there. Of course, he could also aim for a sniper from his Special Rifle Command, that way picking away at the Panzerabwehr crews. That could also, in fact, work nicely. I mean, looking on the hand, Obscura again, sort of less forces overall. He's still got something. In fact, now he's going for a Flak Panzer, though. The Flugzeugabwehrkanone Panzer 4 Ostwind. An interesting choice considering what is going on, but I think he's sort of aiming for now to actually cripple the infantry and thus leaving the HQ-5s less secure. On the other hand, of course, if he's not careful, the two HQ-5s will get that Flak Panzer, and that's going to be it. So, of course, there are a few issues in that department. But I suppose it could work out. Of course, it could also provide cover against the potentially the Sturmwing right there. So, of course, it's not all bad, but it's not necessarily what I'd be going for considering the overall situation. He definitely needs to gain back some ground. He could consider laying up some S-mines around some of the more valuable points, sort of, you know, swallow up a few infantry squads. That way he needs to sort of begin harassing more aggressively down south, and again that way force Mr. Stoffa to sort of detach units down there, and that might also prove helpful. And of course there's certainly the option of a Tigris, though as soon as he does that he's not going to be getting any armour, and certainly his manpower will also take quite a bit of a hit, so it's certainly something he has to be careful of, and particularly since he needs to save up 800 manpower for it. But it's definitely an option. Also, I think he should consider upgrading some of his Grenadiers with the Jaeger upgrades and maybe train some units just a bit. In terms of damage, rather equal. In terms of kills, I mean, Obscura is leading nicely, but at the same time, I mean, that's again because of the 5 squads of conscripts plus the guards infantry. A lot of infantry in that way, a lot of damage losses, but at the same time, I mean, it also allows, you know, him to do some damage and so on Obscura, so it's not quite that straightforward, but either way. Back to Stoffa, back to the fight. Both HQ-5s, by the way, need repairs, and the second combat engineer squad might be an idea to sort of speed that process up a bit. And the machine gun bunker here is watching, oh well, the enemy's territory. Flampanzer moving in there. 29 kills closing in on Veterans 3, looking good there, looking good.
Your orders, comrade.
The Veterans 3 Grenadiers with the Soviet flamethrower. Oh! Flampanzer ran there, ran straight into a grenade. 31 kills though. Soviet Air Force inbound, and so is the Flak Panzer though, the Flak Panzer 4. There we go. Oh, looks like, oh, very close getting the Flampanzer back, very close. But can the
Enemy forces are attempting to capture
the Flak Panzer get it? Oh! First hit there, looks like we've got an ace in that Flak Panzer. Nice shooting there, Helmut.
We have an isolated sector.
Nice hit there, nice hit, though I'm sure Stoffa is a bit disappointed, obviously, in the capabilities of the Soviet Air Force if it only takes one hit down a Sturmovik. By this time, actually, the Flak Panzer did pay itself off. So in that regard, he probably ended up avoiding a lot of losses.
What do you have for us?
But of course, at the same time, it won't help much against the HQ-5. It looks like Stoffa is perhaps getting a bit aggressive after the loss of that aircraft and is sending in to sort of hunt down the Flak Panzer bastard in return. And he seems to be getting, in fact, a bit reckless there with his tank destroyer. He needs to be a bit careful with that. I mean, it's a tank destroyer and assault gun, not a tank. It's rather lacking in that vital bit that's called a turret.
What do you need? Soldiers ready.
Looks like he lost the guard squad as well. Katyusha is an option, SU-76 is an option, or is saving up for another SU-35. And there we go, Osman opening up on the infantry. 37mm high explosive shells flying out. One of 3 late war flak panzer designs there by the Germans. That was the flak panzer for Austrian, the Möbelwagen, which is sort of an earlier, but also rather had some slight design oddities with its turret. And of course there was the Wirbelwind with the flak Fehrling mount.
We are taking fire!
Otherwise, I mean, the Germans tend to more utilize half-tracks for anti-aircraft support. Like the Opel Maultier, usually. But also say half-tracks like the Mittlere Schützenpanzerwagen actually had some AA variations, one with a single 2mm flak, but also some with the flak drilling, which was also quite effective. And of course also quite effective against infantry. And we do see Fang, he's actually getting some artillery to sort of bomb out the fascists. And more particularly that pack, which could easily become a problem if it hits veterans of 3. Grenadier versus the conscripts, who will win, the submachine guns or the flamethrower. And looks like the Grenadiers did get the drop there. And machine gun bunker did not last long versus 2 SU-35s. Pack 40 setting up here. And there we go, too close to the victory point. Easy taking out damage. Oh! Ach du lieber Scheiße! But just beyond its sight line. Oh! Allowing it to get away, but still a bit of a nasty reminder here to Stoffa that he needs to be careful in setting up his runs. Versus the Grenadiers with that machine gun inside, they're doing quite a bit of damage, all to be forced away. SU-5 moving in, Flak Panther moving in on the other side as well. At the same time, he's moving in here, Pioneers forced to fall back, Pack also moving away, Flam Panther moving in, Panthers with Panthers X moving up. Definitely heating up a bit, and there we go, the Katyusha lining up the rockets, comrades. I thought. There we go. Shots flying, but not quite hitting.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Bit of damage inflicted. Surprisingly, not a single mine has actually gone off there. That's rather rotten luck. One grenade there took out quite a chunk off the conscripts, and they go hitting the dirt. Up north, Grenadiers with Flam Panzerwagen support. Carry the day.
Area secured. Under 80 gun attack!
The enemy has taken our supply sector. Standing by.
Katyusha once more ready to unleash a barrage. Of course, the question is, where shall he launch them?
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Where shall he launch them? And shall he be getting more of them, or again SU-76s?
The enemy is reduced to 200 points.
Has arrived. Grenade! Yes, comrade. We have found the
Conscripts and MG-42s there opening up the Grenadiers, but another MG-42 coming from the north. This time the other one conscript forward. Mine went off there, almost taking out the veterans of the Grenadiers. And another Stormwind strike, but there's still the Flak Panther, and it's still going to be rather close, meaning there's a relatively chance there, so therefore once more find itself limited.
Armor is the target.
And there we go, taking a bit of a bruising there from the Sturmovik. Rockets going in. Oh, another Sturmovik went down, another Sturmovik went down. He really needs to get rid of that first. And there we go, a Tiger Ace has been summoned to the field. Oh, in the meanwhile, conscripts there just getting murdered. As you guys advancing. Oh, there we go. Finally, he's getting able to get the flak pan, but at the same time, Tiger advances. Need to be careful. Although at the same time, the Tiger is a lot more. And there we go. Mine hit. Mine hit. But at the same time, due to the church, he can't hit it. He pulled back too far. Too far. MG-42 under fire. Can he quickly move out and get up? I mean, this is a golden opportunity to get that Tiger Ace already. With a mine being hit there, but now we're also seeing here with quick responses from Obscura and actually lining up defensive coverage. But at the same time, MG-42 going in. Veterans free, by the way. Veterans free, MG-42. Panthers X getting one SU-5. Tiger Ace getting off. There's a Pack 40 either way. And there we go, though. The Pack 40 crew is finally dead. Katyusha firing point blank here. Flak Panzer moving up as well. Flam Panzer backing veterans flee. Panzer is forced to vacate the premises. And conscripts just moving straight in front of it and getting murdered here. They need to fall back rapidly. So many heavy losses all around. Quickly getting a lot more additional S-35s to deal with this. Tiger Ace rapidly under repairs. Going for the cut-off point there. Well played.
Conscripts here.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Oh, and heavy engine damage. Not just engine damage, but the heavy kind. Bad news there for the Tiger Ace.
To deploy.
There are no cowards.
Got another S-35. Looks like he cancelled the third one. Oh, he might get the Panzer gun. He's almost got them anyways. He certainly got the building though. Damn fascist building. Back to Obscura.
Panzerkampfwagen Tiger awaiting orders.
Tiger Ace once more gefechtsbereit, fully prepared for battle. Militia 85 is actually close to Veteran 2. That could definitely prove to be a problem for the Tiger Ace. That could definitely prove to be a problem. There we go, advancing. Infantry might have waited just a bit before advancing that far. There we go, reconnecting territory. Still got most of the map. Katyusha also moving up. And recruiting the Pack 40. Bold, bold. Need to be a bit careful with that Pack 40. That can usually do a lot of damage there to the S-35s. There we go, Tiger Ace advances as everything else is going on. There we go. Shots ranging in, and there we go. Tiger taking several hits and buttoning it up. Buttoning up with a fresh guard squad. And there we go. Tiger Ace getting close to half health already. Guards in the two S-35s proving to be quite the threat, but at the same time, the Pack 40 is an issue. Flam Panzer by an MG42 stopping the conscripts on marching S-35. They're close to going down as well. And there we go. One down, one down. He should have focused it down first before engaging the Tiger Ace. Had he done that, he probably could have handed down, but even then, the Tiger Ace was forced to fall back with actually quite a little health left. Had it not been that Pack 40, I'm pretty sure that would have been Brutus knocked for that Ace crew.
Yes? Yeah.
And that flank Panzerwagen continues to haunt Stoffa, potentially even giving him nightmares. Conscripts there getting murdered despite hitting the dirt and simply not having much luck there.
Grenadiers here.
Troops holding out.
I'm so sick of these Russians.
Another Katyusha barrage looking to have to deal with that MG crew, and not quite doing it. Grenadiers flanking, Panthers moving from the other side, forced to fall back here, forced to fall back. Before the Raketen Panzerbuchse gets them.
Ready.
With another S-35 on the way.
They're engaged.
More conscripts rushing ahead. Things are slowly beginning to collapse. There we go. Oh, close to getting that Katyusha rocket truck. Definitely unfortunate there. Tiger's been prepared. He could, try and actually train some of those pioneers to repair faster. And there we go. Ostwind under fire. Going for the MG42 again. A nice idea, but with that Ostwind still there, it could prove rather expensive.
Reinforcements complete. Keep it short.
Barely made it out of that one. Barely.
Ready.
Playing a bit conservative there with his S-35s.
You need fire support.
And moving in aggressively on the other hand with the MG42. And that MG42 could that risk going down. So cut the pack. Lots of rockets though without hitting anything. Rather unfortunate how he keeps barraging and also keeps hitting nothing. Rivegate really took out the stuff in there of these conscripts. Showing repairs, he needs to quickly push forward. So also looks like one squad is being dispatched north to take a little bit of harassment there. Good. Grenadiers on the advance. Tigrace not following in there, but trying to repair it though.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Tiger ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
Points being secured there, cutting off once more. Grenadiers equipped with a Soviet and a German light machine gun. And there we go, SU-5's open up with quite a volley. Conscripts guarding ammunition, 5 spawning bombardment support. Grenadiers forced to fall back under such terrible pressure. There you go, Pack Forward responding. Up here the conscripts are getting massacred by the Flak Panther, getting very close eventually too. And there you go, Tigrace flying away. Is he going to move in? The conscript trying to hit with an anti-tank grenade, or what is he attempting? He needs to fall back though. Those men are just getting murdered. Oh, there we go. He realises too late. Oh, just in time though. That he's about to move into the lair of a dragon with that Flampanzerwagen. The Trusher continues to fire away in the hopes of catching something, but not really hitting anything. And victory points are now slowly in the advantage of Stoffa, though again, with the forces arrayed here by Obscura, things could prove tricky.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live. Tiger ready. It's done.
You need to be careful about spreading out your SU-5s actually. I mean, that could easily give the advantage to the Tigrace. The elite crew there continuing to fire away, getting a kill with every hit. And we're seeing here that Obscura is rushing for the victory point, so we to increase the drain and increase the pressure that way on Stoffa.
Standing by.
Bit of resource then included. Could it be another SU-5? What could it be that Stoffa's thinking? What could he be thinking? I wonder, I wonder.
Here comes the Russians. Tiger needs orders.
Panther is moving up.
It is ours.
More Katyusha rockets. And Glazier running into one hell of a world of pain with two conscript squads veterans to 3 and fully equipped with as many submachine guns as they feasibly can.
MG support standing by.
Grenadiers ready. Our Tiger has been engaged.
Still no sign of a single Gewehr fully fleet for those Grenadiers. I'm a bit disappointed in that, just a bit.
We are losing a sector.
Hitting the dirt here, bold maneuver, but ultimately only makes them easier targets. And there you go, dead on this MG42. Strafing run called in, but there's still the Flak Panther to contend with.
Enemy squad destroyed.
And a constant squad while SU-5 said one veteran 2, one veteran 2. This is bad news for the Tiger. Bad news. As that's definitely going to take quite a red fire. Oh, and there we go, target weak point. Well played, well played. There to penetrate the front armor there. Tracking, use tracking. Now go, Tigrace almost heavily damaged, So close, very little health left, I mean, that's really the new Tigrace. It can easily go down if you're not careful. Katyusha's going in, perhaps a bit late, just a bit late. Pack 40, crew down. Tigrace, though, still manages to escape. Oh, and another conscript squad down, and Flak Panther guarding another aircraft. Sending it down here across some ruined buildings. But heavy infantry is now being inflicted here upon Stoffa. Needs to be a bit careful. A think unfortunately with that air 35 a bit ahead, I mean there's clearly a golden opportunity here for Stoffa right now. He's forced the Tiger Ace away. It's barely combat operational. And that leaves only the flak panzer and the flam panzer wagon. If he takes up good position in the centre with the 185 covering it versus any sort of flak panzer or flam panzer wagon shenanigans, he should have a chance. But again, that whilst required, he actually moves ahead and there goes, stealing the pack away. Where's the S-85 providing cover? Come on, Stoffa. You know there's some nasty things that might, want to kill your troops. Ah, come on. Why are you not moving up the S-85 there? Ah, scheisse. Gunning is moving up. Burning with the guards of the country's moving in. Tiger Ace slowly being repaired. Also been moving in. Finally moving in that Air-35. Finally. Then it's time to put back here to Stoffa. In fact, this Air-35 is close to veterancy free. Oh, that's going to hurt if it hits that. That's going to be dangerous for the Tiger Ace because that S-35 will have a very high rate of fire if it hits that. Plus it'll actually be much harder to hunt down. NG-42 sitting up here. Obscura taking no chances. Oh dear, lots of machine gun fire. There we go. Katyusha firing away once more. Will it be a concentrated barrage? Right on the NG-42. Doesn't look like it. Still managed to hit it and force it away. Needs to quickly get out there, There we go, Tiger Ace once more, gefechtsbereit.
Now even Yuri can hit something.
Ready to once more take on the Bolshevik fort in the name of Deutschland.
Tank destroyer here. Awaiting orders.
Looks like he might be hoping to lead some sort of major assault up here in the north, interestingly enough. Panzer going to do this. With Panzer takes up there, opening up. None actually meant to hit. Flam Panzer forced away. Interesting enough, he does not have the MD-42 plotting coverage. In fact, now the MD-42's open. That's a bit dangerous. Guards are moving ahead. Tiger Ace opening up, getting off a nice hit there. Tracking, utilise tracking. Apparently underestimating the power of those Panzer Grenadiers. Bit wrecked and there you go, target weak point again. Good news there of the Tiger Ace by Obscura. Back 40 up, veteranly, there we go, but again, underestimating the Panzerschrecks, No buttoning up either, no buttoning up. He should have had the MG-42, they should have made the attack where the MG-42 could cover. Either way, too late. One Air-35 down, the other one blowing up. There we go, and game over. Stoffa giving up, having lost sufficiently enough to break his will. Victory came to the 7th Panzer Division and the Reich. Rather brutal fight with a few rarities there. I mean, we saw some rather heavy constant play initially from Stoffa, but in a certain extent, negated rather nicely here by the Flam Panzer wagon. Rather in a rare display as well, hitting veterancy free. Usually they sort of hit veterancy with most and then get blown up. Ostwind also turned out to be surprisingly valuable. Several times knocking out the Soviet Air Force from the skies. Clearly doing quite a good job here in the Flieger Abwehr department. So actually turned out to be, one I might initially judge as a bad investment, turning out to be quite a good one. Actually decided to go for, the infantry and basic draining that way again. Correctly identifying the fact, my opponent's gone heavy in infantry. If I drain that away rather quickly enough, that's going to leave Stoffa a bit in a slump, and it actually did in several regards as the game progressed. Stoffa was forced to become more and more conservative and conserve his forces more and more, sort of minor pushes here and there, which ultimately allowed then Mr. Obscura to sort of strike in and do some serious damage here and there, which was well played. The Air-35s were a nice move there, though. I mean, again, they did a lot of damage to the Tiger Ace, but, he was never quite able to deliver the killing blow. And to a certain extent, sometimes he was a bit too conservative, which could have gotten him, for example, that Flak Panzer or the Flam Panzer wagon earlier, which was also a bit unfortunate in some regards. I mean, it was some places slow fight. In the end, though, Obscura did persevere, and again, he made good use of the Tiger Ace, keeping it barely just alive, and also making good use of the target weak point, giving him the slight upper hand in several cases versus those Su-85 tank destroyers. But again, you know, had that veteran 3 Su-85, you know, been probably covered. Had he had the MD-42, he should have had that. Once he realised he saw those Panzer gunners or something, he just attacked from here again. He couldn't have gotten that. Again, a veteran 3 Su-85 is an absolute beast versus any German tank. It's rather unfortunate here for him that instead he ran it straight into the Panzer gunners with the Panzerx and the Tiger Ace and lost it all. So, I mean, again, well played. I think, you know, Obscura could have done more with this doctrine, though. I mean, a bit of troop training, a few stun grenades, or the Jaeger infantry upgrades could have been nice, but at least to make good use of the Tiger Ace and its target weak point ability. So that was nice. The flank Panzerwagen was also a good job, and so was the flak as well. Grenadier-wise, I mean, he also did well. The flamethrower turning out to be quite effective. Same with the Grenadiers here. They also turned out to be quite useful. But certainly also been nicely played from Obscura. But again, there was a bit of a problem there, sort of transitioning from that heavy conscript plane to something that could probably support it. And I think he shouldn't have gotten more than one Katyusha if he really wanted. I mean, with the Katyusha, again, you want a barrage effect, and one Katyusha is not quite going to cut it. Either that, or we should have gone for a bunch of Su-76s, which could, of course, also provide extra fire, say, against the flamethrower half-track, the flak Panzer, and even the Tiger Ace. Though, of course, this should have been sort of kept behind the Su-85s, having those absorb the damage. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this fight. And again, yes, we are seeing, you know, more elite troop play, because again, now more players sort of feeling it's okay. Now the Tiger Ace has sort of been made more reasonable, and of course, it doesn't take half damage from his shot, which was one of the things that sort of made it rather obscenely powerful. But again, now it's just about as durable as a Tiger tank. So hopefully you learned something. Hope you've got some ideas for your own play. And of course, you know, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share with everyone. If not, you know, send a replay and provide a replay of your own. Provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.